Hello everyone, we are here to present a project for the class Information Integration Lab. The project name is Know Your Politicians and is presented by myself, my colleague Drishti and Jay. So how many of you sitting here know actually about your politicians? You would know the name of it, but the answer to that question is really difficult, knowing each and every details of it. So as you know, in India, the 16th general elections are coming up soon, and everyone want to vote for the best politicians ever that they have ever seen, or to choose the right candidate. So based on that, we present you, and most of the elections take the people who vote at the Lok Sabha level, that is the where they have the rights to vote for the perfect candidate. So it all started when my 18-year-old brother asked me, hey bro, I have the right to vote, so who do I vote for now? Who is the best candidate to vote for? So that's where the idea of Know Your Politician was born, and we thought of, why not make it an application where you could go online and search for, based on different criteria, give you the best results based on your politician score.
After searching the internet, we decided to use these three websites as our data source. The blue one contains the basic information of each politician, and the green one contains the working experience and the details, and the red one contains the criminal history and the assets. Luckily, we don't have any API for this website, so we need to write our PHP JSP script to do the data extraction from these websites. After extraction, we also combine some data from Wikipedia and make it into our data sets. And first we store it as CVS files.
So extraction done, step 1 done. The next step was to actually integrate the data and convert it into RDF, and also link it with external websites like DBpedia and Wikipedia to create our own triple store, the KYP, that's the Know Your Politician triple store. So let's just walk through the challenges we faced while actually integrating data from these diverse sources as well as the external websites. So the next challenges were like as follows. The first challenge that we faced was to refine the data, to create a base URI from the name of the state, the politician, the constituency into a DBpedia URI. The second challenge, the second refinement what we did is, if the text content started a school for poor children, so it implied that the person is working towards education and poverty based on school and poor. So basically we refined this data. The second challenge what we faced is that we had to link two real world entities who are actually the same person, but as you can see, the name of the website, the name of the person on this website is first name, middle name, last name. Here it's last name, title, first name and middle name. So the challenge was to actually record link these two entities into RDF, but the advantage we had is the constituency attribute, which you see is almost similar on both the websites. So we gave Frill both these attributes, the name and the constituency, giving constituency a very high priority because it's almost similar. We use edit distance there, but for name we use Jarrow Wrinkler, and Frill actually gave us a really good linkages of data, but there were some manual things which we had to do because you cannot, it's unfair to have crimes of one politician associated with the crimes of another politician. So it was really important to link it. Coming to ontology.
Yeah, we do have some well-used ontology DBpedia and FOF, but there are some properties they don't have. For example, the number of debates, the government bill passed, and the social tag, and the number of criminals. So we create our ontology, Know Your Politician. It's short for KYP. And now we have data ready, we have the ontology ready. What comes into my mind is use Comma. We input the CVS files into Comma and modeling it into RDF and make our KYP triple store to query the data. And our KYP application use PHP Sesame API to query the RDF repository on the OpenRDF server. This repository is based on our native KYP triple store and a Sparkle endpoint that can query the data from DBpedia on the DBpedia websites.
So to summarize, till now we started with data extraction using PHP, we dealt with data refining, did record linkage using Frill, created our own ontology and modeled it using Karma. We also created our own repository so that we could fire a SparkQL endpoint query with the help of the PHP Sesame API, and finally display the results in their application.
So moving from the technical aspects to actually what the application does. So you have Know Your Politician. What can the application do for you? So it can filter your politicians, it can relate to politicians based on a ton of parameters, and it can basically give you an overall profile of what a politician is like based on the states classified. So just going to the UI next, the next slide.
So you could choose your particular state, and then it would display the results for that particular state which are there. And at the same time, we have so many predicates which were there in the RDF which were put as a result. Some examples would have given is the number of questions that he has asked in the Lok Sabha, or the number of government bills has he passed, or whether he has given the PAN card, which will reveal the corruption history of him, and many more criteria.
So once you've selected which politician you want to look at, you click on the person, you get a property graph of the person along with the information. So from this example, we can see that this politician has a mother, with DBpedia All Mother, who's also into politics. And you can actually see the property graph of this mother, and actually basically just relating two politicians based on the family history. That's one relation. The second relation is like...
We also took into account social tags where keywords like poverty, literacy, or which would give us social tags of poverty. So that basically you can look at the graph of two politicians and who support the same social tags like education. Their results will be displayed, so you can basically match what interests you, and what those politicians will be displayed according to the different social tags.
Yeah, these are the technology we use in our application. We use Comma, OpenRDF, and RDF triple store in the background, and we use PHP Sesame to connect the background to the front, and we use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SVG, and jQuery in the front side. What we can do in the future, our application is scalable and our ontology is well defined, so we can extend our application into different election bodies and into different countries such as American. I think maybe China is another good idea.
Yeah. Just like to thank all of you for being a really patient audience, and I hope you appreciate the project and actually get a chance to use it. Thank you, Professor Pedra and Professor Knobloch, for being really good mentors from the proposal till the end. And lastly, thank you, both of you. I mean, we had a fun time actually getting this thing working, and we hope that it actually goes out on the market and people can actually use it then.